do I have to do? What's up, Star People? It's 11:11 exactly. Do you know where your Stellar Trilogy book 3 is? I'm here. Yes, and I feel 1,000 million times better, I'm telling you. That garlic and honey, boo, that is the truth. So, welcome to chapter 8. I'm just waiting for my people to get here. Excuse my yawn. So last night we read chapter 7, and Kai, what happened? Something happened in chapter 7. It's not over there. Oh, that's right. Kai and Jasperi got into a little tiff. That was, I think, chapter 6. Then chapter 7, Kai ended up like in a dream. And in book 1, well, did we discover what it was called? Like in book 1, see, I don't want to give too much away in case you want to read book 1 and book 2. So a yai in Stai speak is a purposeful dream. It's a dream, but it's like it feels like a real experience. So whatever happens in the yai, what we found out in book 2, actually happens in some form in real life. So the last chapter, the yai came up a lot because she was Kai. Hi, Raj. Because Kai was transported to her yai, which I just explained is I don't want to call it a dream because it is a dream, but it's more than a dream. It's I have to leave it there because if I say too much, then I'm gonna give too much away, and I don't want to do that. So just know that a yai is like a highfalutin version of a dream, but whatever happens in a yai actually happens in some form in real life. So it's a very real, you're in a dream state, but maybe it's like interdimensional. Maybe that's a better way to put it. It's like you are unencumbered with your current reality. And it's designed as a teaching tool. So I'm telling you, the story gets very deep. So Kai was transported last night in chapter 7 into her yai, or what she perceived to be, she was going back to her yai, to her former boo, her book 1 boo, Yaman, who is an elder, spirit being. We talked about that last night. And so things got really complicated because she actually got to have a real conversation with him that she always wanted to have, and she was not able to have. And so things got very real because it seemed to me that Yaman kind of snapped out of it and was like, wait a minute, what? You were looking for me? You still love me? What? You're married? You're having twins? Like, that was some stuff. So that's kind of where we left off, where, and I also should mention that the reason why Kai went into a downward spiral after her yai. So book 2 is really, it starts 7 years later. Is really her kind of coming to terms with, Yaman was not her betrothed anymore. Like, he just was not there. So her seeing him again in that fashion would be devastating for her. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where we're coming into chapter 8. She's devastated. And I thought we were going to have time to read a few chapters, because chapter 8 isn't really that long, but chapter 9, we're not going to be able to do it. We're just going to do chapter 8 today, and then potentially tomorrow we can do chapters 9 and chapters 10. I just want to make sure that whatever chapters we're doing makes sense, but I have to fix some stuff, and I won't be able to do it right this second. Okay, so if you're ready, all my peoples and them, you here, you ready to go? We're going to read chapter 8. It's called The Sapling. I like marriage, the idea. Toni Morrison said that. There you are, my love. I have searched the length of this place in search of you. It appears that I have lost access to your thoughts. Maybe it was your choice in sleeping quarters. Huh? Kai said groggily. Certainly, this is the most beautiful space to make rest in all of Earth. I would have liked to share a space next to you. The energy in here is wonderful, is it not? I should like to join you next time. I wonder why I had not thought of it. Jasper, I said, leaning down to kiss her. Kai was laying on a gorgeous bed of stai pillows just next to the waterfall. She had no idea how she got there. She did, however, remember her dream and her conversation with Yaman in the crystal dwelling. She also remembered her frown. When Jasper I leaned down for his kiss, she turned her face just so. His lips hit her cheek rather than his intended mark. He looked at her strangely. He knew a rebuff when he experienced one. Are we still at odds with regard to our disagreement? Kai didn't answer. Lara assures me that my carnal responses to you are perfectly normal during stai pregnancy. She also said that while your pregnancy progresses, you will experience similar impulses, he said. You talked to Lara about our sex life? Kai was beside herself. Certainly. I wanted to make sure I was not being affected negatively by this atmosphere. Or me. Certainly no. These are new experiences for me also, Kai. I have to adjust to Earth and her ways as much as you have to adjust to all of us. I wanted to make sure I am safe to be around. His reasoning was flawless per usual, and you have to understand that was book 1 reference, by the way. Okay. Here's an adjustment for you. On Earth, we don't talk to our relatives about our personal sexual business. If we have something we need to work out between us, we work it out between us. I don't want Lara in our business. I love her, but she's my aunt. I do not understand. She is an esteemed counselor who also happens to be the best resources we have about the stai and human interaction. Why would I not consult her about matters regarding my effective transition on Earth? Because I'm your wife and I'd like my privacy. She was shouting because she was livid that he wanted to have a sane, logical conversation at a time when she was anything but sane and logical. She had never raised her voice before with him. Jasper I was equally as surprised. He took a moment to breathe. His moment turned into several moments. He clearly had no idea what to say, and he had no true foundation with humans to work with in order to understand what a logical course of action would be under the circumstances. He didn't understand the concept of arguing. Disagreements? He had. Raising voices matches? He did not. His people were even about their emoting. Passion had its place, but it was streamlined and controlled. He never lost control. I do not understand your anger, Kai. I was merely doing what I thought best under the circumstances. I want nothing more than to be a divine partner with you. I cannot be such if you choose to keep things from me. What are you accusing me of? I am accusing you of nothing. You have secrets. I cannot hear them in your thoughts because your thoughts are blocked to me. Why is that? Do you not trust me? No, I don't. I don't trust any of you because you don't trust me. Why would you say such a thing? Of course we trust you. Is that so? You and I both know that Lara knows well more about what's going on, and she chooses purposefully not to tell me. It's been this way from the beginning. From the first time I met her. Why couldn't I go into that church? Why was she so antsy before, rushing me to fix this building? What are we truly facing? And if you know what she knows, why would you, my husband, not tell me? What good is it to allow someone in your thoughts when they claim to give you access to theirs too? But really, it doesn't work like that. I get the information I'm given and not much more. I don't have a choice, but you guys do. That's why I don't trust you. Now, add to that, you go and have a conversation with my aunt about our sex, which I happen to think was amazing, before we fully talked it through. And so, by divine earth math, you now have a person willing to yell. I'm sorry for yelling at you. I know you're not used to it, but I'm really not sorry. Unlike you, I don't aspire to full, perfect, robot-like control of myself. I choose freedom of expression every time. Alas, I'm only an earthling, right? My standards are lower. Kai was talking so fast and with so much nuance, it took Jasperai a while to fully embody what she was saying. By the time he was ready to answer, it was too late. Good morning, Mommy. Good morning, Daddy Jai, Kaitu said, literally saving the moment. For Kai, anyway. She almost knew that Mahi was going to have something brilliantly perfect to say, and she wasn't in the mood. She wanted to be mad at him. It was her way of being able to forgive herself for not being as perfect about everything as he was. It sounded dumb as she played the thought back in her head, but she didn't care at the moment. She had issues. He knew that going in. Good morning, Kaitu. Did you sleep well? Jasperai said. Yes. Good morning, love. I know you were with your uncles yesterday, so you didn't get to see the garden when we planted it. Is this your first time seeing it? Do you love it? Kai asked. Yes, I love it. But I saw it first when Uncle Carlos brought me home last night. I tried every single thing up here. They're all so good, I can't think of my favorite yet. What's your favorite, Mommy? I would say the raspberries and Daddy Jai in my room. So far, they're the only of our garden that I've tried yet. Kaitu looked around the garden curiously. When she didn't see what she was looking for, she turned to Kai in all seriousness. Show me. I'd like to see them too, she said. Kai was taken aback at the seriousness of Kaitu's tone, but she didn't let it keep her from taking her daughter by the hand and leading her in the house. Jasperai hadn't been invited, but he followed along anyway. By the time they got back to the master bedroom, Kai choked. There were no plants at all lining the window wall. To make matters weirder, the crystal table and chairs weren't there either. And certainly no evidence that a crystal bowl of raspberries had ever existed. She had dreamed the whole thing. She even dreamed the part before the dream. She felt sick. It was so vivid. She scrambled through her brain trying to figure out why what she knew she saw just hours before was no longer present as proof. Kaitu looked up at her mommy knowingly. It's okay, Mommy. I think it was a premonition. Uncle Carlos and I were going to surprise you and Daddy Jai by lining some of the fruit plants in here, but you guys were sleeping so soundly, we said we'd wait until the morning. It's the morning. The only thing is, I don't remember seeing anything that looked like raspberries. I know, because I was looking for them. I love raspberries. If I found those, they would definitely be my favorite. You know that, Mommy. I do know that, love, Kai said barely audibly. She knew what she saw. She had vivid dreams before, and she was well aware of her future sight. But this was different. She knew Kaitu knew that, and was helping her and covering for her at the same time. But why did she need to be covered for? How did she get up to the big pyramid? She didn't remember going there after she left Kaitu's room. Something was really off. Really, really. In a panic, Kai said the only thing that hadn't been said yet. Kaitu, my love, where's the magnanite sapling? We have to hide it now. Yes, Mommy, Kaitu said, leaving the room like a gush of wind. So that's chapter 8. The plot thickens. Dun, dun, and done. So, do you have any questions? Are you guys all caught up? Let me see what's going on. Hey, oh, let me see who's here. Hey, Raj. I know you born ready. Hey, Angela. Hey, Bernard. Hey, Steve. Thank you. So, you have any questions? I would like to be able to do chapter 9. I can't do chapter 9 because there's some state that I can't do chapter 9. You have to wait till tomorrow. But tomorrow we can do chapter 9 and chapter 10 together. Do you have any questions? Those of you who are new, we're on chapter 8. So if you're confused or confuddled or confounded, you can go on my the Facebook page that says the Stellar Trilogy series. Encore, you're so silly. And you can catch up. There are a whole bunch of videos that we have the prologue. We have a video that I think has, I don't know, but there's a whole bunch of videos on the on my Facebook page, the Stellar Trilogy Facebook page. So you can get caught up, and then this chapter would make more sense. So if you have any questions, you guys are such sweethearts. If you have any questions, now would be the time. I think I gave you the background in the beginning about why Kai was all like weirdo because remember she hadn't seen her ex in a really, really long time, and then so last night's episode she kind of, oh, this is happening. And so now she's kind of she's already had a spat with Jasperai because he was being all snotty, you know, being all, I am an alien snotball, you earth people. He did one of them you people things, but but earth versus Two-Sty, and Kai wasn't having it. It's like, Negro, do you know that I'm from Earth? You're not gonna talk crazy about Earth. So that's why she's kind of mad at him. And then on top of it, remember, she has to give people access to her thoughts in order for them to be able to hear what she's saying and talk in their heads. So to just add matters, to make matters just absolutely worse, he goes and tells Lara, asks Lara, like, what's going on? Well, you know, even aliens can be snotballs. Steve Mason. So there's a lot going on in Kai's family. She's a newlywed. She's, you know, and there's she doesn't have like a regular relationship. She's got a, you know, an otherworldly kind of relationship. So there's a lot going on in her world. So this is just like, just imagine just being newly married and then having all this pressure. Your ex comes back. Your ex is talking to your aunt about your sex. I mean, your current husband is talking to your aunt, your like know-it-all aunt, about your sex life. You think you were eating fruit in your room, and your daughter confirms that there is no fruit there. So what were you eating? Like, there's a lot going on. And then we find out that Yaman is low-grade stalking her last chapter. It's gonna get good. So, if there are no questions... What is that? How do I react to this Earthling? What is that? Are you being Jasperai? No, seriously. That's really what he was like. Like, what the whole fuck is wrong with her? Could you imagine? Okay, so I apologize because I really like to give you guys the full like 45 minutes, but I found some major issue. Well, it's not major, but it's major enough that we're just not going to do this chapter tonight. So okay, so if you don't have any more questions, we'll meet back here tomorrow at 11:11. And you can tell I feel better. See? Garlic and honey. Oh, that was his question, not mine. No, seriously. That was exactly what was going on with Jasper. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly right. You nailed on the head. You was like, What's wrong with her? We don't do this yelling stuff. Where did this come from? And he's a feminist. He's an evolved one. All right, my good people. So I'm about to I'm going to fix this. And then tomorrow we'll have a nice, smooth, longer session. All right, my babes. Lovianhal Star People, I will see you tomorrow. We're going to do chapter 9 and chapter 10 tomorrow, okay? Love you madly.